Hello, welcome back to week 5 of the college league in the Electrosport Brutalball League. And our first game, we're just going to jump straight into it. It is the Pandas against Flames. It is the Flames? No, it's something. It's Iron. Is it Iron Forge? Whatever. It's some university. I never remember the name of it. I'm going to have to do that. But the Pandas, they are 4-0 and one of 3 remaining teams that have not yet lost a point. At some point, you're going to have to look at the standings. Yeah, we should do that. Yeah. They, of course, have Enya Ringo, who have... yeah, well, she has been... Actually, Tobins have passed better. As well as Lynch. Yeah, similar amount of there. But Lynch is a hothead. He is not very liked by his teammates. In the line, Tic-Tac-Toe, Splashing Frosty, and Escaragor is the solid block line. But not really. Actually not. How are they 4-0? I have no clue. Okay. And then we go over to the... there's some kind of name for this one. I gotta see if I can remember it. They have Alice Spoilers, who have 500 passing yards. A prominent passer here. And couple of 2 good blockers, 1 not so good. Let's see how this game turns out. It's a scorching all day. Oh crap. I'm gonna pump it up a little bit because everybody's gonna run out of steam very fast. So it's of course Alice Spoilers who starts for whatever team that is. Gets it to Becky Director with a throw, and she gets 27 yards on that one. Here's Mendoka, gets sacked by Krabs. Spoilers again, running, swerving, gets 5 yards. Tic-Tac-Toe sacks the ball carrier there, and it's the Pandas who gets now. And it's Wilbur Krabs, and nobody's anywhere near him. Here comes Aquarius and tackles him at the last second. Lynch with the pass to and gets doubled. Here's Tobins, managed to run a couple of yards. Here is Ringo again. And that's a swervy Elliot. And Krabs gets the first point for the Pandas. They have a mean offense. Aquarius passes to Director, who is then stopped, but only after 25 yards. Mendoka trying to get it, but only gets 4 yards. Spoilers to Rubble Fish. He gets 26 yards. The Flames here, they have a good offense, but their defense is not living up to the hype, as we see there. But they did manage to score. It's 1-1. And Ringo tries to throw the ball this time. Beans throws it, and it's to the flat, and not very good. Here is Ringo again, swerving like a... almost looking like a halfling there. And gets it to 21 yards. Krabs... yeah, he does what he does and breaks tackles. Gets 28 yards, and then Tobins gets in for a score for the Pandas. Then, who was that? Aquarius run for 1 yard. Mendoka gets 0. And the Pandas are back in charge of the ball. And it goes better this time. No, not with that throw. Beans passes 2 Krabs. And he managed to get that. Capone can't tackle him. And gets 23 yards off that receiving. And here is 2 Beaks getting into the 3rd yard line. And Krabs gets another touchdown. They have a mean offense, as I said. Mendoka, Aquarius actually managed to get 4 yards there and get a first down. But then gets sacked. Tobins deflects that pass. Aquarius passes. Oh, Rubblefish tears away from Lynch and managed to get 34 yards of that receive. Here's Spoilers. The Gnome passes to Director, who is completely on there and gets a nice touchdown. Lynch passes. There's a sack. Try to pass. Aquarius. No, gets stopped. And it's the Flames. Yes, something. I need to learn that name of them. Here is Rubblefish. Ooh, what a... that was a nice block there. That managed to get him probably like 15 yards more. Spoilers get stopped. Lost. No, he gets sacked. Tic-Tac-Toe's 7th sack of the season, second of the game. And stops Flames' attempt there to equalize. Beans passes but gets try the pass but gets sacked. And Ringo passes to two Beans who are out on Krabs did a nice block there. And Beans get 35 yards. Lynch is now up. Can he pass anything? Yes, he passes to two Beaks. 16 yards. Toe Beans passes now, and Krabs, I don't know how many tackles he broke there, but he gets 13 yards, and then he catches the in the end zone, and 4-2 to the Pandas. Aquarius, can he get anything? 3 yards. That's a bad pass, and Toe Beans intercepts it and gets into the closeness to the end zone, and there's another touchdown, 2 Beaks. Spoilers trying to get it. Aquarius passes, but it's deflected by Beans. Mendoka is stopped, and it's once again the Pandas. And we can pump up the volume a little bit. Krabs avoids tackles as usual and gets 35 yards on that throw, and then he gets in for another touchdown. And Ringo sacks the ball carrier. And Director gets a nice pass and tears away and gets 42 yards. Mendoka gets nothing. Spoilers get nothing. Aquarius again. Oh, now nice evasion there. Gets a first down. Spoilers passes to Rubblefish down at the 5-yard line. And there's a touchdown. It's 6-3 still there. 2 Beaks gets the ball and it's 26-yard. Receiving there. Krabs only gets 7. And I don't know who that ball was intended to. But there's a first down for Lynch that passes to, I think it was Krabs. Ringo passes to Krabs this time, who gets down to the 11-yard line. And that ball was thrown to somebody. And the same with that one. Ringo now gets tired of throwing, trying to run instead, but fails. Spoilers get nowhere, and Krister sacks the ball carrier and does another sack. Ringo gets another sack. Ringo now tries to run it but doesn't do anything. Lynch with a 7-yard throw, and there is Krabs in again. And Tic-Tac-Toe sacks and 2 Beak sacks, and everybody's Ringo sacks. Everybody is sacking here. 3 sacks in a row. That was nice. And here is 2 Beaks getting down to the 5-yard line. Pandas are threatening to score again, but that was a very bad throw. Lynch passes to 2 Beaks, and that's 8-3. 4 plays left, 3 plays left. Tic-Tac-Toe pass, 4 sacks for the game there. Lynch. And 8-3, and the Pandas completely dominated that game. Ringo had actually had -2 receiving yards. But 3 sacks, and gets player of the game with 79 fan points. How many sacks did they have? They had 11 sacks in total. Wow. Aquarius get player of the game for the Hazard. Hazard is the name. Okay, Hazard County Universe. I gotta remember that one. Gets with 47 fan points for the Hazard County University. Next game up is a real banger. 2 undefeated teams. One will no longer have it. Maybe 2. But Bandits, they are well and truly one of the favorites here. Let's see how this game goes. And we can see why they are the favorites. They have Leprechaun Money and Spoons on Maple and Teddy Splitcap. All of them are absolute star players. In the Abandoned, who are a more unified team, no real star player. Yep, Carter Penance is a good blocker, but not very good lineman. Maybe they have just been lucky and faced teams that are not so good. We'll have to see. And it's a beautiful day for some Brutalball here, and Juan Consil starts for Abandoned. He has been really good. And I'm gonna remove that one. And they're really talking to each other here. Can we start the game? Yeah, there is Console. Tractor passes to Dusk, who gets the first down for the Abandoned. And here's Dusk again. Gets stopped. Console looking to pass, passes to Trifity. You know, I'm gonna up the, no, not that fast. 125 is good enough. Tractor with a nice catch, and he ran it 25 yards. Oh, he was completely free. One Console again, trying to pass it, this time to Tractor, who gets very close to another down, and then, oh, what a pass there for Trifity, who gets a touchdown for the abandoned. Let's see what the bandits can do. Yellow Hella passes, it's a first down for Po Wayquake. Mani passes to Po Wayquake again, who almost reaches the first down line, but Mani gets a pass there and gets it. Was thinking about going inside, but decides to head out again. That ball is thrown out. But there is a pass to Teddy Splitcap, who avoids the tackle and gets the 1-1 score for the bandits. Tractor, oh, it's a turnover. Wayquake intercepted that ball pass, and Mani breaks and avoids tackle and gets 2-1 for the bandits. One Console only ran 1 yard, but here is Preston Dusk, who catches that ball and gets 19 yards. Dusk again, no, he can't do anything. Console passes, Youngblood catches 10 yards. Tractor is trying to do something, but can't, and then stopped again. That's a bad throw, and it's deflected by Youngblood actually drops the ball there. There is Po Wayquake again, 22 yards. And Po Wayquake is a really good player. As well is Splitcap, there breaks tackles a lot. That's deflected by Juan Console. Yellow Hella passes by Wayquake. Last attempt, that it's thrown out. And the abandon takes over. Juan Console gets nowhere. And Tractor, he runs straight into the middle. Dusk is trying to run on the outside, but gets pushed inside and tackled. And the bandits have taken over again. Here is Wayquake. He gets a nice run there. Yellow Hella passes to Mani, who is in. It's 3-1, 62 plays left. That was a bad throw from Console. Tractor is trying to do something, but it gets stopped. Dusk managed to get the ball to Youngblood, who gets there. Gary Potter is injured by Po Wayquake. And Console almost gets in, and then Dusk is stopped at the line as well. They don't get the first down there, but the bandits are showing them how to do it and gets an easy first down. Yellow Hella with a nice pass. That's another fast pass by Wayquake. Mani passes to Teddy, who gets stopped at the 3-yard line. And that ball is deflected by Youngblood. Yellow Hella breaks a tackle and gets in for another touchdown. 4-1 to the bandits, who are showing the reason why they are completely dominating with 4 wins. Dusk, the Dragon run for 13 yards. There is Yellow Hella reflected that pass. Manila reflected. I shouldn't call him Money. That's a turnover. It's a fumble. And once again, the abandon really can't do anything against the bandits' offense. Yellow Hella passes. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. Wayquake, who then slaps Dusk straight in the face and gets a nice touchdown. 5-1, and we can pump up the speed here. Console looking for a pass. Well, he finds Tractor, but Tractor is just confused and don't know where to go. And then there is an interception by Dusk, who makes it even after that slap he got before. Here is Dusk again, but he can't do anything to Youngblood. Splitcap breaks a tackle. He gets 49 yards of that. That was a nice. Splitcap gets another first down. That's deflected from my Mechatricity. Splitcap gets another first down. And there's a touchdown by Po Wayquake. Console, no. Yell, and Tractor gets stopped, and Dusk gets stopped. It seems that the bandits have really figured out the offense of the abandon, and they get another touchdown there. And there's Nathan Madras. We haven't seen much of him, but there he does a pick 6. That was a nice Nice pick 6 there with 8-1 to the Bandits, who are completely dominating there, and Juan Consoli realizes that as well. Here is Split Cap with another nice catch, and Poway Quick is in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. And then Spoons of Maple finally presents himself with a nice sack there. Preston Dusk, can he do anything? He passes to Juan Conso, who is trying to outrun Spoon Maple, but that is a fatal. Tractor gets 5 yards, and Dusk gets stopped, and the Bandits are once again on the move forward. There's Wake, gets a 19-yard yellow fella. Passes, Split Cap catches it for another 1st down, 8 plays left. I don't know who that is, etc. That's a nice pass to Wake, who makes Dusk look like a... I don't know, he went up to the stands and buy a hot dog there. And there's 10-1 to the Bandits. Here it is some last decent play by the Abandoned. Quincy Tractor gets sacked by Spoons of Maple. Dusk is trying his best, but that can't get anywhere. The Bandits, they completely annihilate the Abandoned here with 10-1. Spoons of Maple gets player of the game with 93 fan points, 2 sacks, 26 tackles. Whoa. Poway Quake follows up with 80 fan points there, and for the Abandoned, it's William Youngblood who gets 41 fan points. Not a very good game for him. So our next game is the Havoc against the Wardens. The Havoc has 2 wins and the Wardens only have 1. But so let's see how this game goes. How are the Havocs? Well, when it comes to blocking, not that much going on. 2 horrible blockers. Really don't know what they're thinking there. And we'll see how this game goes. I can't really say that the Wardens have much better. They have 1 good. They have... let's see how this game goes. It's a hot day. We have yet to have a blessed day, actually, so far as I can remember. But starting for the Wardens is Funny Glowstick Celestial. As soon as the players can stop praising each other. And she gets nowhere. Here is Dylan the Whiskey Nut. He doesn't get very far either. Bonesaw looking for someone to pass to. He passes backwards. And then Havoc is on the go. OG Holder doesn't get anywhere. Starting his second game of the week here. Not second game of the week, second game of the season. Funny Glowstick is now up, was up there and didn't get anything. Whiskey Nut not either. But here is Bonesaw getting the first down of the day. There is Ratchet Queep with a nice pick 6 actually. Managed to get into the end zone and getting 1-0 for the Havocs. Whiskey Nut, he doesn't get anywhere. 3rd down, Claudie Bonesaw, can he do something? He passes, it's outside. And the Havoc have the ball again on offense. Passing to Queep again. He's showing to be a reliable player. OG Holder now, can he do something? Well, very, very slowly, but he managed to break 2 tackles there. Overhead, doesn't get anywhere. Here is Shades. And he managed to get a 1st down for the Havoc. Holder. Now he stopped at 2 yards. Overhead, doesn't get anywhere either. And Shades. Oh, it's almost. And then Plonk gets a 4-yard receiving there. Whisknut is stopped very abruptly. And then, whoa, what a pass to Symmetry. Fortunately, he's not fast enough to get all the way. But that's still a 56-yard receiving there. That's very nice. Ray Plonk catches it for 6 yards. Whisknut managed to get a 1st down there by sheer brute force. That's another nice catch for Symmetry. Glowstick. And that's another 1st down. Here is Whisknut. Getting down to the 1 yard line. Bonesaw passes, and it's a touchdown for Symmetry. As Bodycare sacking one trying to throw the ball. Overhead. No, it doesn't do anything either. 3 yards. And the Wardens are back at it. Have they got a taste of blood here? When they taste of blood, they haven't injured anybody yet. No, but they did score a touchdown. Yes. Can they score another one? Well, not if they throw like that. Here is Whisknut again. He gets stopped and 0 yards. And the Havoc have the ball again, and that was a horrible throw. Here is Holder. He's trying to get through, but is stopped. That's overhead as well. And the Wardens have the ball back. Glow Stick passes nobody. He passes the grass. Whisknut passes nobody either. And the Doggo Bangler deflects the ball. That's a nice pass to Symmetry, who managed to get a first down. Glow Stick to Plonk. 5 yards. And here's Whisknut. Smashes through again and gets the first down. What are they doing here? That's deflected by Queep. And Whisknut doesn't get anywhere. And the Havocs are at it again. That's a nice pass to Queep. And Mascot is injured by Restroom. And Bambi Turnoff is in again. That's she's in almost. Yeah. That was a nice broken tackle there by Galore. And another broken tackle. But then it's injured by Whisknut. First he breaks a bunch of tackles and then he gets injured. Well, that's how we can end sometimes. Here's Shade, 2nd and goal. Oh, the invasion there drops the ball. But then Plonk managed to get it, but it's not enough. He needed to get into the end zone there too. The Glow Stick didn't manage anything. Whisknut keeps smashing through and breaking every tackle in the known universe. And gets a 29-yard run. Well, if he manages to get somewhere, he will go. There is Shades, sacks the ball carrier, sacked by a goblin. Oh well. Bonesaw doesn't manage to catch that one. Or Bongler actually deflected it. How did he deflect it? Didn't look like he was in or nowhere near. That's a nice pass, but turn off threw the ball for 7 yards there. Overhead, looking for base. It's an interception by Zinko the Tree Man. Yeah, he just stand there and the ball hits him. Here's Crude Symmetry once again getting a first down for the Wardens. Bonesaw is trying something but doesn't get very far. Glow Stick passes. It's to Crude Symmetry. Ratchet Queep is there to catch him pretty early, but it's still a first down. That's a nice pass, but it's deflected by Queep. Here's Bonesaw. He gets stopped on before the line of scrimmage. Glow Stick trying to pass it, and Plonk managed to get a touchdown for the Wardens. 32 plays left. It's a very even game here. Zinko tackles Shades. That's a nice pass to Derek. Invasion Derek, who gets 38 yards. Overhead is running this time and gets 0 yards. Shades looking to pass. Finds Derek again, who have come in and made an impression in this game. Turn off. Passes to Queep in the end zone. It's 2-2. 27 plays left. Glow Stick doesn't get anywhere, and whoever that was that didn't get anywhere. Plonk doesn't get anywhere either. Well, he did get anywhere, but not far enough. Here is Overhead, who actually now is on the line and getting the pass. Shades and paused it, and there was a turnoff trying to get somewhere. Then there was a fumble, and Bambi picked it up. But the Wardens have it again. 19 plays left. Whiskey Nut. He does not get the first down this time, but Bonesaw does it. Oh, he could have run straight ahead there and gotten very much further. The Plonk managed to catch that for 9 yards after breaking a bunch of tackles. And it's the first down for Whisknut. I like Whisknut. He seems to breaking tackles galore. Whiskey Nut did not catch that ball. It was there, and Crude Symmetry catches it for the first down. Bonesaw to Symmetry. But Derek is there and managed to catch him on the 4-yard line. But the Wardens have a chance here, and they do it. Crude Symmetry catches it in the end zone and gets 3-2. And I think that might have been the winning. Unless Queep does something absolutely amazing here. He is pulling away. Bonesaw is closing in. We get it down to the 21st yard line. They still have a chance to equalize this game. Shades. Well, you can't equalize it if you play like that. Here is Bambi. She's throwing. Oh, and it's deflected by Plonk. I think Plonk just saved the win for the Wardens there. Glow Stick moves very slowly for 2 yards. Whisknut trying to pass it. Doesn't get anywhere. And all they have to do now is keep the ball, but they have not. There's 2 plays left. And Queep, he hasn't given up. And he breaks that tackle. Bonesaw. Okay, they are down to the 9-yard line. Can they equalize? This is going to be... No. Glowstick sacks in the last play. I think I left the cursor up again. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting that one. Ratchet Queep gets player of the game for the Havoc with 57 fan points and Pathogen Restroom. Who? No clue. I think he did something. But yeah, he did an injury. That was what he did. Gets it for the Wardens with 41 fan points. Next up are the Outlaws against Stampede. None of these teams have really done much. Only 1 win each. So over to Sunflower. Yeah. Oh, Awful Cams. I like him. And Johnny Appetite. He's done some injuring. Yeah, you don't want to face a Minotaur. On the Stampede, we have Terror Tree. And does he have a bounty on him? Huh. Then we have Slippy Combination, Orpheus Galaxy. All of these are nice players. And we'll see how it goes. Prax Daughters. Yeah. And Gorgeous Leonard. Stampede have a good team. They just haven't really gotten things out of all the players. I think it's the defense that let him down. Or maybe the fact that all the players in the team hate each other. Yeah, that could be it as well. There is deflected by Awful Camps. Galaxy doesn't get anywhere. And Sunflower gets sacked immediately by Beastie. And Gizzard is stopped as well. And that's another sack by Tori. This is going to be one of those games where you just stand there. No, Galaxy managed to get a first down. If the combination just throws it to Galaxy, but the Camps deflects it, and Camps deflects another pass. And Galaxy drops the ball. Ooh. Now the Outlaws are on it again, and that's a nice pass to his Hate Blend. Oh, nice block there for Slippy Combination. And his family gets 47 yards. Maybelline Lightning passes to his Hate Blend, who gets in for a touchdown. Here is Gorgeous Leonard going the other way. Can he break it? Yep, he broke in the tackle. And it takes 3 people to get him down. Here he is again. Breaking tackles, breaking tackles, breaking tackles. A Gorgeous Leonard is injured by Green Gizzard. It's bound to collect, and there's an interception. Hopeful Cams. 2 bad things happening to the Stampede in a row there. That's kind of been their jam this season. His Hate Blender now gets pass for 12 yards, breaks tackles on him there. Awful Camps gets 14 yards. They have a nice receiving duo there with a dragon and a fiend. Here is Gizzard. He get tackled behind this line of scrimmage, and Maybelline Lightning injures Dork Tory. Ooh. And here is Prax Daughters. He breaks tackles and gets 41 yards. And there she is again. Breaks another tackle. Damn, she can break tackles. Will she make it all the way? No. She stopped on the 1st yard line. But there she is again, catching the ball for a touchdown. And it's equalized. Awful Cams caught the ball for 13 yards there. Gizzard trying to run this time, doesn't get anywhere. Maybelline Lightning trying to run it, doesn't get anywhere either. Sunflower, last chance to get a first down, and he doesn't get it. And here is Terror Tree, he's trying to run it, and he's running back and forth, run, yes. 6 yards, a lot of running for a 6 yard. Young Titan sacks the ball carrier. Oh, and Daughters doesn't manage to get anywhere near, which he got near, but getting in further after catching the ball. Cams caught the ball for 18 yards there, and that ball is thrown away. Who is going to take the initiative in this game? Sunflower. Well, he was run. He couldn't really decide which direction he wanted to go, and he didn't go far enough. Terror Tree gets 5 yards. Combination is looking for someone to pass, but Cams deflects the ball. There is Prax. He gets the first down. And Terror Tree passes to Daughters again. Breaks tackles. Damn, that drow can break tackles. Flip a combination. Now he's a blended fend. He deflected the ball this time. And Daughters catches it again. Is it... who is... It is Sunflower who is covering Prax and not doing a very good job. Because she just caught the ball once again. Oh, and Awful Cams is doing a very much better job on the other side there, because he just did a second interception of the game. Here's Gizzard trying to get through, but gets stopped completely. Lightning passes, that's deflected by combination. And Prax catches the ball again. Here's Slippy combination. And it's another Awful Cams' third interception of the game, and we're only half time. Wow. That can be something. Here is Maybelline Lightning catches the ball for 17 yards. Gizzard. I don't know how, but he managed to get through there. Get 14 yards on that run. Lightning. They have a lot of humans on this team. 2 human runners. That's a nice pass to Awful Cams, who gets 24 yards. Gizzard looking for the pass, but decides to run instead. Only get 5 yards. Lightning passes, that's deflected by Daughters. Sunflower passes, and he is Hate Blend. Managed to catch that ball for 16 yards. And the Outlaws are now closing in on the end zone. Lightning gets sacked by Beastie. 3rd sack of the game there. That's a nice pass to Gizzard, who managed to get in, and it's 2-1 for the Outlaws. Can the Stampede answer this one? Terror Tree threw the ball for 7 yards. That's deflected by Sunflower. Georgie Wheelchair, is he running now? Apparently, but he threw it to Daughters, and she catches it. Sulfur tackles ball carrier there. Georgie Wheelchair passing again. Why did he not play runner from the beginning? He can throw the ball. And the Daughters get us another first down for 15 yards. And here's Slippy passing, that's deflected by Sulfur. Wheelchair. No! Awful Cams missed his 4th interception of the game. Wow. Isn't that like an orc or something? Yeah. Okay. And they can have good hands and good... Yeah. Lightning passes to... was it the Cams again? Well, here, he is Hate Blender maybe. 5 catches for 100 yards of the game. That's 20 yards per catch. That's decent. Gizzard doesn't get it very far, only 2 yards. Lightning now passes. 2 Cams, who is getting down to the 4-yard line, and the Outlaws are on their way to actually deciding this game in their favor, because there was another touchdown for 3-1 there. Prax getting 22 yards. Wheelchair gets sacked by Gizzard. Terror Tree passes, and Awful Cams makes his 5th interception of the game. Wow. Here is Sunflower swerving and finally getting through. Nice. That is Beastie his, I think, his 3rd sack of the game. Here is Cams again, getting a first down. And there, Georgie Wheelchair snaps the ball right in front of Cam, saying, oh, well, you know, I can do stuff like that as well. Here is Galaxy. Being chased down by Hate Blender. But it's still 24 yards, but it's only 15 plays left, 14 plays left. Can they do it? Not if they play like that. The last third down here, Terror Tree goes to Prax, who managed to catch that ball. And there is Orpheus, count that. Cam's deflected. But Prax catches it, and third down. Terror Tree managed to get him, man. Oh, getting down to 2-yard line. 9 plays left. Oh, doesn't catch that ball. It's going out of bounds. Wheelchair gets sacked by Appetite. Terror Tree, last chance. They actually get a touchdown, but it's only 6 plays left. They need a very fast stop or an interception here in order to be able to do anything. And I doubt they can actually do anything at all here, because here's Hate Blender. They only have 2 yards to the first yard line, but they doesn't make it. Oh, this can be a nail biter, because Daughters gets the first down. No, I think that is it. Outlaws, yep. But it was a nail biter, and actually the Outlaws won the game despite getting less than Hill Valley got over 100 yards more than the Outlaws, and still lost the game. That has been kind of the for there. But we're looking at the reason. Awful Cams, 141 fan points with 6 pass deflections and 5 interceptions. Whoa. Yep. I think that's the player of the week this week now, Awful Cams. Prax Daughters gets it for the Stampede with 50 fan points. Well, next up is the Knights against the Spectres. The Knights have not started all that well, only 1 win, but Spectres have 3. So let's see how this game goes. Anything new happening in the lines here? Not really what I can see. Players are the same. Yep. Alicia Wintercoat is a nice linebacker. Bow terrain is not. Starting. Oh, it's snowing. Okay, we're gonna start with speeding this up and see what happens. This Bow terrain starting with a ball. And that's weird. Sheriff Rotten usually does it, but he has 8 yards there. Rotten passing is deflected by Yellow Fang. Sin managed to get a first down. And I don't know what Hangglide was doing there. He was running in front of him. You should know. You should tackle him instead. Rotten passes to Linda May Fuse. Captain. That's an avian who's a captain. Alright. There's an season-ending injury for an intentional sink. Well, we were waiting for something like that to happen. Here's Fuse getting the first touchdown for the Spectres. McCore. Yeah, he's nice. Here's Bitcoin getting a first down. And Wintercoat getting caught after 7 yards. McCore, he doesn't reach it completely, but Yellow Fang catches that ball and gets 23 yards. Then Wintercoat gets 0. McCore, he can really run. And he gets a nice block there and the first down. And I have no clue what the Spectre player was doing on the left. There's a turnover. Lily Susie Ruby catches the ball in the end zone. The Spectre still only lead by 1. The Knights had a chance, but now they have another chance here. They get the ball back. Wintercoat, that's deflected by Fuse. McCore, he gets the nice. Ooh, that was a nice evasion there. Here is Wintercoat again. Did she? No, it wasn't Wintercoat that ran it. It was Bitcoin. Looked at Wintercoat. Okay. Ruby with a nice pass to Fuse, who gets the first down. Here is Terrain, who finally get a free track, getting an 18-yard run. Rotten smashes through everybody, fumbles the ball, but Bushy Grid picks it up, and then Bushy Grid is injured by Raphael Schnell, But Tony Penta, Tone Penta, yeah, he managed to get a first down. McCord gets pushed over the sideline, but then he gets a pass for 12 yards instead and gets a first down. Here's Wintercoat, smashed the lotto, but he does not manage to get the first down. McCord, no, I really don't know how he managed to do that, but he bounces and gets the first down. Then Bitcoin fails. Oh, Fang couldn't catch that ball. It was a bit too high ahead. But here is McCord, who he can swerve. Gets a first down. Then Scarborough's tried to catch that ball but does not. Wintercoat breaks tackles and gets 2-2. Here is Fuse. Slapped her defender in the face and gets a couple of yards. Rotten gets 2 yards. Then Ruby only gets 1. Fuse, yeah, she gets it. First down for the Spectres. Rotten. Flunky is injured by Chuck Speedwagon. And then somebody passed Penta. I don't know who it was. But then Rotten gets in for a third touchdown for the Spectres. Bitcoin now he gets stopped behind the line. And we have halftime. Wintercoat passes to Scarborough's. Oh, what a pass. Will anybody catch him? He is getting tired now. Getting close, getting close. No, a 76-yard touchdown. That was a beautiful pass and a beautiful run. Here is Rotten trying to do something but does not get it. And Ruby does not get it either. And the Spectres lose the ball and the Knights are at it again, but they only have one chance left here. Ow! And this Scarborough's again. Wow, 44-yard touchdown this time. That was 2 really beautiful passes and 2 really beautiful catches and 2 really beautiful runs. That ball is deflected and McCord take it back for the Knights, who seem to have taken advantage of the game here. Especially Scarborough, he gets another pass and 22-yard touchdown. Scarborough has really woken up here. And Rotten managed to get a first down for the Spectres. Hughes does not. Here is Terrain looking for pass, but that's deflected by Scarborough's. And that is tackle for loss. Tone Penta, no. Dynamic Fuse intercepts the pass. So we have the Spectres again here, but they only have 29 plays left to score 2 goals. Touchdowns. Fuse. As Penta doesn't get anything. He has been as dominating as he's been in some other games. There is Bo Terrain, catches a nice ball and manages to avoid the tackle and get down. Then he runs, and there's another touchdown. Tone Penta, just when I said that he hasn't been very prominent in this game, he does a touchdown. Wintercoat gets sacked by Corporation, and the Spectres take the ball back. This game goes back and forth here. Ruby managed to get 20 yards on that catch here, and Scarborough deflects the ball. Ruby. Oh, Tendrils deflects the pass. That was basically thrown right at him. 15 plays left. If the Spectres, no, if the Knights, no, they don't score. Fuse makes her second interception of the game. And the Knights have a chance here. Shell has been injured by Rodriguez. There's a lot of injuries here. But the Knights have taken the ball back, but then they're sacked. And then Wintercoat is stopped and Terrain is taking the ball back. Rotten passes. Terrain catches the... Oh, and he avoids it. And it's equalized. 5 plays left. Wow, what a game. Bitcoin is deflected by Fuse. And I think this game is going to end with a tie. Unless Rotten does something amazing here. He doesn't, because Fuse gets stopped. We ends up 5-5. The Spectres gets the most yards. But it's Scarborough's who gets the player of the game with 8 pass deflection and 153 catching yards and 3 touchdowns. Lena May Fuse gets it for the Spectres with 65 fan points. And 2 injuries for each team. So game 6 of week 5 are the old ones against the Boulders. The old ones get to have scored a win, and the Boulders have won. So let's see how this one goes. The old ones, they have a decent team. Goose Bluelit is a good gunner. 626 yards in 4 games. That's decent. And then the Boulders, of course, have Turunga Log, one of the best blockers in the league. And they have a really good blocking line. So this will be interesting to see if the old ones can break through. Oh, it's a frosty day. Let's see what happens in this game. It's Branson Popo who's going to start with the ball for the Boulders. He gets stopped immediately. Angelique. Oh, that was a nice catch by Gordo. He gets 32 yards. Bock, he can't get anywhere. Popo throws, it was deflected by Butler. Angelique throws again to Lampwell. And he will get down very far. Will he reach? Yes, he does. A 48-yard touchdown. That was a beautiful pass. Adder managed to catch it to Bullet, who got 33 yards. Maybe it would have been better if it was the opposite, the Bastard who was catching it. But here is Adder again. He is throwing an interception. It's Gunter Hazard, the ogre, who actually, then Branson Popo gets a lot of help from his teammates there. We get 33 yards on that run. And here is Gordo. Catches the ball for 17 yards. Okay, there's supposed to be a player in the end zone as well. O'Kepsi doesn't get anywhere. Angelique passes to Lampwell. And that's his 5th touchdown of the season. Bluelit managed to break a tackle until the log comes in. And then I don't know who was it that caught that ball, but here is Sundial who breaks one tackle, avoids one tackle, and Log is having to chase him down. But the old ones now have a chance to score, and was deflected by and then Stumpy does not get it. And Gordo managed to get a first down when the Boulders have taken the ball back. Angelique to Bronson again. And then Bock gets the ball for 3 yards. Oh, that was a nice pass gun. But now Angelique does not get the ball away. He gets sacked instead. And Sundial breaks a tackle, avoids a tackle. And can they manage to score one here now, the old ones, or the Boulders are going to make another goal line stand? O'Kepsi passes, that's the touchdown for Bluelit. They have reduced the score. Lampwell drops the ball, then drops the ball again. Stop throwing to him. But Grey Bock managed to get a first down on the 3rd down anyway. So Popo passes to Grey Bock. This time he catches it. Angelique, Popo can't get that one. It was deflected. And Grey Bock runs the ball for a couple of yards. And Popo does not. There is Bluelit. Breaks a tackle. I think Red come on. It's Taruna Log there who's everywhere. But doesn't manage to stop there. They have 2 massive trees in the land. Red Cromity sacks the ball carrier. Here's Poughkeepsie. He will not get a first down, but they have one last try. There it is. And just deflected by Popo in the end zone. Adder is not gonna get it. Are they gonna make it? Yeah, no, that's Stumpy managed to get a 1-yard touchdown, and it's equalized. But here's Gordo for 21 yards. Bock does not get anywhere. Popo doesn't get anywhere either. Now it's Angelique. And it's halftime, 2-2. Oh, that was a bad throw. way ahead. Poughkeepsie doesn't get anywhere, but that's a nice pass to Sundial. He gets a first down, 35 yards. Stumpy to Sundial again, who avoids and runs away and gets the old ones into the lead. Are they going to get their first win here? Professor and Gordo have other thoughts. Getting a little nice catch there. There's Popo. He breaks tackles. Oh damn, he broke a lot of tackles there. And also did get help from some his friend there from behind. And they don't manage to get that one. But here is Lumpwell, actually catches the ball this time and gets a touchdown after breaking a tackle. And the Boulders have taken the lead again. But here is Poughkeepsie with a nice run. He's being chased down by a couple of trees. I guess 38 yards on that run. A sack there by Cromitty. Stumpy doesn't get anywhere. Poughkeepsie passes to Sundial, who is running away and breaks a tackle. Did he actually... This said pancake there. Can you pancake someone when you have the ball? I don't know. First down there for Angelico. And Popo almost gets the first down. Oh, Butler intercepts the ball and brings it back for a good interception there. Adder looking to pass, gets blue lit, who gets a touchdown, and the old ones who have taken the lead by 5-3 with 28 plus left. Popo is injured by Stumpy. Ancestor is coming in. We've seen him before. And he's playing in the line. Oh. But he's tiny. And that shows he got pancaked immediately. Oh, he gets pancaked again. Okay, here's Poughkeepsie. Passes to blue lit to get it 6-3 for the old ones. And we're going to speed it up a little bit here. Butler intercepts the ball again. And Grey Bock is injured by Slim Armageddon. And the old ones have really taken control of this game now. And they're probably going to get their first win here because Stumpy managed to get another touchdown. It's 7-3. Gordo catches that ball for 18 yards. But that's not enough. Lumpwell ran the ball for 2 yards. Okay, Lumpwell is now on the running duty. Bola Goris has come in. Well, trying to run it, but does not succeed. And there's another turnover. Butler, 4th interception of the season, 3rd of the game. Wow. Adder passes to Bluelit, who managed to get a first down. 9 plays left. Stumpy doesn't get anywhere. Poughkeepsie doesn't get anywhere. Adder passes to Sundial, who gets a 17-yard catch there. Stumpy managed to get over the line of scrimmage, but not much more. And Bluelit breaks away there and gets a touchdown, but then I guess he doesn't get a touchdown. But he got close enough so that Jack Adder can get a touchdown. Here is Goris getting an 8-yard run. That is thrown over, and the Atlantis Old Ones win comfortably over the Castle Rock Boulders with 8-3. Poughkeepsie gets player of the game with 75 fan points, and Turunga Log gets it for the Boulders. Butler, I only had 2 interceptions. I thought he had 3. Who else had? There was... Ah. Only 2 interceptions thrown? I thought there was more. Ah, okay. Maybe I saw wrong. Next game up is the Roboys against the Storm. Roboys is also one of those teams that have a undefeated record. Will the Storm change that? Or will the Roboys continue their stride to a perfect season? The Roboys have Grim Pricks, who is a great lineman. Not a lot of people get past him. And you also have Gorp Rendezvous, who's a good blocker. On the Storm, they of course have Clarence Budgie and Wells Fargo. But Wells Fargo, yeah, 700. He's probably Smoke Taco. That's actually more. Yeah, he can live up to his 99 runner score there. Sahara Dawn, of course, we have as well, who is a nice receiver. It's a beautiful day for the Brutal Ball, and let's go here. Wells Fargo. 3 yards. I think he's a bit slow. I don't know why it really doesn't get him. But Ted Fiddler throws it to Skeet Throbo, who gets 23 yards. Fargo again passes this time, but is deflected by Wisdom. Lean Meat passes. That's caught by Sahara Dawn, who managed to there get a nice and race attacker for Limelight. Fiddler to Wells Fargo. Now he's showing what he can do. Avoiding tackle and gets a touchdown. Then Punk Icon sacks the ball carrier, and Vera Overthrow only get 4 yards. Wisdom passes to Kid Frenzy, who gets a first down and change with 21 yards. Smoke Tackle, one of the best passes in the league, showing why by passing to Wisdom. He gets 27 yards. Vera Overthrow does not overthrow and put it to Kid Frenzy, who just keeps the distance and get 1-1. The Robots is like, no, we are not gonna lose this game. Ted Fiddler, he is chased by basically the whole team, and but still managed to get a first down. There's Kid Frenzy with a interception. Was this his first interception of his career? Wow, congratulations. There's Overthrow, who got in some nice blocking there. And who was it that made the blocking? I don't really know. But that's another turnover. Memory Wisdom gets a interception, and the Roboys have taken control of this game. Wisdom looking for a throw, get it to Kid Frenzy, who gets another touchdown. That is a nice rookie there. Sahara Dawn managed to get catch the ball and gets 28 yards. Lean Meat get a bad pass. Fiddler passes to Sahara Dawn once again. It's like, just pass her and you will at least get the 20-30 yards on each throw. That is deflected by Frenzy. Lean Meat doesn't get anywhere. Fiddler looking for pass but gets sacked. It takes too long time. There is Hog Mexico. Yeah, he's in the game as well. Breaks the tackle, breaks it, but not to break the other one. Overthrow gets stuffed. Wisdom gets stuffed. Here is Smoke Tackle. Can he do something? Yep, he passes to Hog Mexico again. Hog Mexico is not as fast as Frenzy, but still get 33 yards, mostly thanks to the nice there. And there's another throw to Hog Mexico, and that's a 4-1 to the Roboys, who are dominating this game. Can't speed it up yet because we haven't even reached the first half. Here is Taco again. This time he tries to run it, and that is not as efficient. Overthrow, tries to run it as well. Wisdom gets sacked by Greyball. And Wells Fargo now finally showing what he's doing. Can he get a block from behind? Yeah, he can. Can he get another block? Oh, but that would have been really nice. But that is a nice run there from Fargo. Fiddler trying to run this time. That wasn't a bad choice. Fargo gets only 4 yards, and here is Frenzy who gets a short pass. Managed to get 16 yards from that one. Overthrow. Slams through, and Ted Fiddler is injured by Vera Overthrow. She's not that brutal, but she injures a lot of people. Vera Overthrow again. That's deflected by Dawn. Wisdom passes to Hog Mexico, who managed to get down to the 17-yard line. Smoke Taco passes. Oh, Mexico drops the ball. He was completely free. That would have been another touchdown there. There is Overthrow. Breaks tackle, and Punk Icon is injured by Gorp Rendezvous. Hog Mexico scored. Did he score a touchdown? No, not now. I don't know. But Frenzy almost do a pick six. Oh, and Wells Fargo catches that one in the end zone, saving them from another touchdown for the Roboys. And Wisdom deflects the pass. Lean Meat can't get anywhere. Last time, Robo. No. Here's Smoke Taco again. Passes to Vera Overthrow. Is she playing gunner right now? Well, she's down to the 5th yard line. No, she's not. He was sneaked. He would have snuck out there. His Wisdom gets sacked by Budgie. Taco passes. Mexico touchdown. 6-1, and now we can speed this up. The game is over. That's a bad throw. That's deflected by Lean Meat. Wisdom gets stuffed. Wells Fargo is starting to show a little bit of what he can do, and Lean Meat trying to do the same. Throbo do the same and succeed with it. Sahara Dawn gets the pass, gets 24 yards. Lean Meat, oh, gets a nice on the run there. Oh, and what a beautiful block there that helps to get almost down, and Throbo gets a touchdown. That's deflected by Lean Meat. Overthrow trying to run through the middle. That's not a good idea. Budgie deflects the pass. There's Sahara again. Will she get it all the way? Yes. Is this going to be a comeback for the Storm? That would be highly impressive. But Wisdom managed to get a first down. That's Throbo injured by Gorp Rendezvous. Gets the second injury of the game. But now Overthrow gets away with it. Gets a 30-yard catch. Overthrow passes to Hog Mexico, 7-3. And Wells Fargo threw the ball for 5 yards. Boyle can't get it anywhere. And Kid Frenzy is on it again, running for the Roboys. That's a bad pass. Kid Frenzy gets sacked there. Well, the Roboys are going to take their 4th win here, even though Wells Fargo is trying their best, but then there's another sack. Lean Meat got sacked. There's Fargo. Yeah, well, he's starting to show what he can do. And here is Meatpack. Yeah, there's another turnover. Gorp Rendezvous intercepts the pass. Then Budgie sacks the 3rd sack of the game there. Wisdom trying to get it through the last play of the game, and that's it. The Roboys win their 4th game of the season. 4 out of 4. Is it? No, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. But it's Clarion Budgie for the Storm who gets the player of the game with 69 fan points. Tight followed by Wisdom of the Roboys with 68. Why not just continue after that game with the next one, Plague against the Volcanoes. Yeah. For the Plagues. Unblood. Yeah, we've seen a lot of him. Tilly Weeders have -1 rushing yard. Yeah, that's impressive for a blocker lineman. Anything else? No. Galactic Tongos haven't really done much. Pep Stroganoff, that's a nice one. They have a really nice line here, actually. As what I remember, they put pretty decent passing yards there, but not much else. Clara Hornblow is a pretty new player. I don't think she played much. She probably has. Let's go in and see what happened. It's a scorching hot day, and the volcano, well, that's predictable. Volcanoes used to be hot. Carb Volume is starting with the ball. And everybody hates each other in the volcanoes. Let's see what happens. Volume get 1 yard. That's not a very much. Brainache is trying to get something. And Stroganoff, he actually gets some first down here. Breaks on tackling at 17 yards. Carp passing, and that's a nice pass to Granty, who gets down to the 16-yard line. Let's see what Brainache can do. Yes, 3 yard. Can they actually now score something? Brainache gets a pass there for 1 yard. That was a nice pass. Carp. Oh, it's an interception. And Marty Gammon gets it back. I think that's been what the Volcanoes had a problem with. They advance really nicely and then they fumble the ball or throw it away. There is Pointy Head through a 11-yard pass for... oh, let's see now. Hunblood gets a 13-yard for her first down. Pointy Head gets nothing. Rinky-dink passes, that's overthrown. Unblood gets it to Gammon, who managed to avoid a lot of tackles and gets 17 yards. Pointy head passes to Kemp Swindle, who gets it down to the 6-yard line. Here is Rinky-dink, 4 yards, and it's almost in, and there Unblood scores the first one for the Plague. A failed pass by was it Unblood? No, it was Volume. There we have Keybunt, managed to get 13 yards. Volume, no, that's deflected by Quicks. Brainache actually gets through now and gets down to the 44-yard line. After 22-yard, then pops Dragunov, gets nothing. Carp Volume gets sacked. Brainache is doing the same thing again, but this time he stopped after 2 yards, and the Volcanoes lose the ball, and it's Plagues again. Unblood, nothing, this 5 yards this time. Point ahead gets sacked by renamed player. Rinky-dink managed to get 7 yards in first down. Unblood passes to Rinky-dink, gets 8 yards. Point ahead. Oh, what a pass to Swindle. He's not that fast. And Grant chase him down, but it's done at the 15-yard line. Rinky-dink passes. That's failed. Did he try to pass his lineman? His blocker? As it looked like it. And the ball is now with the Volcanoes. Carp Volume fails pass. Brainache gets deflected by Rinky-dink. Dragunov gets stopped after 0 yards, and the Volcanoes take over again. Unblood, he gets nothing. Pointy head, trying to get through but can't. And Rinky-dink does the same. And the Volcanoes still have the ball, but Pointy head gets a second sack for the game. There is Brainache trying to get through. The Volcanoes just can't move the ball anywhere. Unblood managed to get only 4 yards. Pointy head. He gets... Oh, he fumbles the ball. Dectrix is picking it up. Volume passes to absolutely nobody. Maybe I thought Keybink was faster than he was. Then Brainache gets 1 yard, and Stroganoff gets 0, and the Plague is back in charge. Gammon managed to catch that ball from Unblood and gets 11 yards. And Pointy head now finally gets through with an 11-yard run there. Rinky-dink gets sacked by Hornblow. Second down, half time. Unblood passes. Oh, Gammon drops the pass. What? Pointy head actually managed to get 7 yards. The Volcanoes are back now. They're sacked and fumble. And it's Gammon. And he's taking it down to the 4-yard line. And deflected in the end zone by Volume. Pointy head is gaining 1 yard. And they managed to make a goal line stand there and stop it. Ooh, that was very close for a safety there. But they managed to get the ball. Brainache, no, that's deflected by Unblood. Stroganoff, what can he do? Oh, he managed to break a tackle. But he only gets 2 yards anyway. And the Volcanoes are at it again. Yeah. Swindle managed to get it to 19 yards. Pointy head gets 4 yards, and Volcanoes have to do a goal line stand here again. Oh, it's an interception by Carp Volume. Nice. And here's Volume again, and this time he throws it away. First he grabs it, and then he throws it away. Tilly Wieners managed to pick up that ball. There is Unblood. He breaks tackle. Gets 7 yards. It's another goal line stand here for the Volcanoes, who are really under pressure. But they managed to survive so far. Can they break? Yep, third goal line stand in a very short time here for the Volcanoes. How long can they hold on? Brainache managed to break through, but only gets 4 yards. Stroganoff, can he? Yeah, he managed to get it to Keybunt, who actually gets it away from their own end zone here. Volume passes. Keybunt, no, that's just 0-yard pass. Brainache passes to Grante, who managed to get it down to the 40-yard line. What can Stroganoff do? He's running. He is stopped after 3 yards. Volume Gets it to key bunt, but that's only 5 yards. They still have 1 yard to go. Oh, that's a nice pass to key bunt to actually manage to get a touchdown here. And that must be good for the morale after they have struggled so much. There is point ahead for a season-ending injury by renamed player. All right. Well, he didn't do much anyway. But the Volcanoes are back in charge after that one, after managing to stop. So they have the first down. Keep on for 6 yards. Wieners gets a sack. First sack of the season. Congratulations. Art Volume gets sacked by Rinky Dink. Brainache is trying to get through. Doesn't manage. And the Plague have the ball again. But it's an interception by Brainache. Wow, this game is going... Nobody knows what's happening. And it's an interception in the end zone on Blood. Second interception on his career in the end zone, saving the Plague from going below. Going below. Here is there's another turnover. Oh, there's a lot of turnovers in this game. Here's Carp Volume. No, Grant the count. Restart ball. Harm Blood deflects it. Brainache with a nice run here. Can he go all the way? He has basically the whole of the Plague team after him against onto the 4-yard line. Stroganoff can't get anywhere. Can the Plague make a goal line stand here? Well, I've one time left. Do it, and they do it. So and then Windle catch it for 7 yards. There, Rinky Dink is injured by Soup Dectrix. But Majestic Concertina comes in again, but the Volcanoes have the ball. There's a lot of things happening here. Only 3 plays left. 2 plays left. I think this is going to end with a tie. Unless Stroganoff can do something here. He gets down to the 1-yard line. They have one. There's a touchdown on the last play. The Volcanoes gets a touchdown and win the game. Wow. On the last play. What a game. Tudor Quicks gets the player of the game for with the 64 fan points. Terra Brainic does it for the Volcanoes with 50. Wow, what a game. Sacks was 5-5 and interceptions were 3-3. So lots of interceptions in that game. After that, we have the Junkers against the Glam. The Junkers, they really stunk up the place. Can they do a Volcano and actually take their first win here against the Glam? We'll see. The Glam do have the best defense of every team, but that can change. Can it change? I actually don't think so. Oh, maybe. We'll see. What do the Junkers have? Not much. They have a very mediocre team, in fact. And they have gold leakage. The slowest runner you have ever gonna see in the whole world. Sorry. And what does the Glam have? Well, not much either. They have Hoodie Mafia. He's a player, but you can see why these teams struggle a little bit, both of them. So let's go. Oh, it's a hot day again. Come on. Well, they are beefing or hating each other here. I don't know why. Is leakage actually not playing? Yeah, he's playing gunner. He's playing linebacker as a in defense. Shaved gets that, and leakage actually deflects that pass. Maybe he's good for something. There he's trying to catch it, but can't. The suspect deflects it, and there's Shaved gets a sack, and Shaved gets another sack. And the Glam has the ball back. Not much happened there. There's an injury. Who got injured? First Plastic is going down. This Mumpsy Grims who got injured by Plastic. Hurry up, Sharpo coming in instead. Here is Twinkie Virgin running for 6 yards. Shaved started very nicely with 2 sacks. Oh, he's running. And 35 yards. Plastic is getting 4 yards. Virgin gets 2. Here's Shaved again. He's going on the outside. And it's the first down. Plastic gets stopped. Tackle for a loss there by Mel Torp. And there's a touchdown for the Glam. Joan passes to Leakage. Actually catch the ball this time. Was only for 5 yards. There is Hurry Up Sharpo. He managed to get 14 yards on that run. Lafferty gets 1 yard. Smooth Young. Oh, managed to break some tackles there, but it's very slow. The leakage can't really help her either. That was Hurry Up Sharpo trying to do something. Lafferty, no. And Joan gets nothing either. Hurry Up Sharpo, last chance here. No, he gets stopped, and Glam stops the Junkers, and then we get a nice pass to Hoodie Mafia, and you can see goal leakage there. There's almost 3 players that were way behind him when he started, and or almost ahead of him when they finished. Here is Shaved. Oh, nice there, but he fumbles the ball, but Datebook picks it up and advances to fumble 13 yards. Plastic gets there, and people, they have a hard time stopping him. Virgin passes. It's a turnover. It's an interception. Mel Torper intercepts in the end zone, saving the Junkers from another touchdown there. Lafferty can't do anything, and the Glam have the ball back. Well, despite not actually scoring much, the Glam are dominating this game, pushing the Junkers back. But we saw in the last game that something like that can change very fast. Hurry Up Sharpo is trying to get it, but tackled for a loss there by Garth Brooks. And Leakage can't reach that ball. Datebook deflects it, and here is the Glam again. Getting down 9 yards for Kurt Plastic. Virgin gets a first down after a 7-yard run. Shaved. What can he do? Oh, I don't know. Kurt Plastic managed to get a first down. Avoids tackles. And actually gets a touchdown. That was a really nice run there. 17 yards. There is actually a... oh, they have another receiver here. German Schmitz. Is it German? I don't know. Trying to see, but everything is moving so fast. Smooth John can't get anywhere, and the Glam has taken over again. Kurt Plastic running for... There is Steve Bradstop. It's a season-ending injury. Injured by Colosity Express. And the problems just pile up for the Junkers. Plastic managed to get a first down again. Briggy Shaved. Does the Junkers now have 2 season-ending injuries? I think so. Shaved managed to get a first down after 17 yards. And it's Plastic who's gonna try and get a score for them. And he does. 3-0 to the Junkers. 49 plays left. And there's a goal leakage. Is injured by Colosity Express, who gets a second injury of the game. Well, maybe I guess someone who's actually can run in. Here is... I don't know who that was, but Christian President managed to get a 15-yard run. Smooth John passes to Smeets, who breaks a tackle. Who breaks another tackle and gets 47 yards on that run. And they actually score here. Now they throw it out of bounds. And Sinkhole doesn't get it. Come on, Joan. Oi, it's a score for the Junkers. Can they come back here? There's only 40 plays left. But they do stop. Oh, and they managed to stop there. They managed to do a stop. And Sinkhole, who has been a nice addition since he came in. Smooth John. No, that's deflected by Suspect. Oh, old something? Old Face. Threw the ball for 14 yards. Second down, Smooth John gets stopped. They need to get a first down here. Old Face passes, and it's a overthrow, and the offense stall. And here is Plastic, managed to break some tackles and get down to the 40-yard defensive line. Twinkie avoids tackles and gets 19 yards. You can't tackle a halfling. Briggy Shave, the bastard, ran for 2 yards. Then Plastic gets 0. That is thrown out of bounds, and the Junkers are at it again. Sinkhole doesn't get anything this time. Joan gets stopped in the middle immediately. She has 9 carries for 9 yards. That is absolutely horrendous. So Sinkhole is now injured by curved plastic. Oh, there's a lot of injuries in this game. There's Shaved trying to run through the ball but can only get 7. Plastic is deflected by Joan. And here is Joan again. Actually this time managed to get through. And gets a 19-yard run. Old Face. And gets 6 yards. Could have gotten a little bit more help from her. Yeah. Here is Meats managed to catch the ball from Old Face. And breaks some tackles and gets down to the 12-yard line. Joan passes. And it's Meats. He's in. 2-3. 16 plays left. Can he make a stop here fast? And he can actually equalize this game. That is thrown out for the Glam. The Glam are actually now under pressure. Can they solve this problem? I think they can. No, they can't. Lafferty managed to deflect that pass. And Joan gets 3 yards. Can they get a... Oh, well, 0 yards for him. Sharpo. Looking for a pass. Can't find the pass. Finds a pass. And Virgin is injured and the ball is deflected by Suspect. And I think that was it for the Junkers. They are gonna go 5-0. Here, Suspect with a bad pass that's deflected by Sharpo. Plastic with a second down that's deflected by Smiths. Well, we do have some oh, 5 plays left here. The Glam lose the ball. And here is Lafferty. 19-yard receiving. Owlface. 6 yards. They need something fast. They need a good pass. They get a pass to Schmitz, who is in for a touchdown. The Dunkers have equalized. They were down 3-0. We have another injury there. Who did it? Smooth Joan is injured by Garth Box. Oh, they cracked. There's 3-3 between the Junkers and the Glam, and the Junkers now take their first points. Mel Torp gets player of the game for the Junkers, but total player of the game is Garth Box with 73, one injury. I don't know what he did. Not much. 1 injury and a couple of tackles for loss. Yeah. And with 3 games left, we have the Lightning against the Iron Forge. And know now that they're called the Iron Forge. The Iron Forge, they have the best offense in the league by a mile. And they are 3-1. So Lightning, they have something to bite into here. Lightning, what do they have? They have Bull Run, who I think is a nice player. And anything else? Not much. And of course, the Iron Forge have Yo. They have a nice. They have Freya Marks and Hype Conquest. They have a run nice, and they have this old rookie blocking line who does not look that sharp, but we can be surprised. And of course, Merc Gusto, one of the better receivers in the league. And it's a scorching hot day once again. Come on, is there a heat wave going on in the? You're in the college league. Yo, starting with the ball. And doing a nice run here. Cuddles can't tackle. 15 yards. Conquest, swerving. Gets stopped after 6 yards. Here's Marks. He managed to get a first down. Yo, once again. What is gonna do now? He's gonna pass it. And that's deflected by Glenda Flying. Hype Conquest doesn't get any more than 3 yards. So Marks gets a bad pass and can't get that one. It's Bull Run. It's going to show you that I can run as well. 13 yards. Cola Bent doesn't get anywhere. Rimple Stick is going to try and pass it, but it's an interceptor by Merc Gusto, who brings it back almost 20 yards. Yo. Nicholas Bullrun is injured by Strike Vapor. That's a hard blow for the Lightning. Here's Hype Conquest again, 11 yards. Marks passes. Oh, it's dropped in the end zone by Strangulate. Oh, can you see Hype Conquest? He just running through everywhere. And Bent Jungle is injured by Strike Vapor. 2 injuries very fast here. Kennedy passes, one of the substitutes, to Testosterone Mahoney. Gets 18 yards on that one. Here is Frost Lodge. Another one of the... They have two people injured in their running line. That is a blow. Second down. Testosterone Mahoney catches the ball again. He'd have good hands there. Ripple Stick. Passes. Probably the worst of their 3 running plays. Yeah. Kennedy threw it for 4 yards. Here is Frost Loop. Managed to get a first down. Frost Lodge. Frost Loop. Frosty Loops. Ripple Stick threw the ball for 8 yards this time. Kennedy can't get anywhere. Frost Loop managed to get a there and actually managed to avoid into a touchdown for the Lightning. But here is Strangulate. Gets an 18-yard pass. Conquest looking to pass, doesn't get anywhere. Ripple Stick deflects it. That's another deflection. Third down. Can they get it? It's Yo, but he stopped. And then Hypecross picked up the fumble. Ripple Stick. Man fails, and here it was Kennedy. And Strangulate sacks. And here is Strain. Very, very slowly moving up the field. That's almost leakage class there on that running speed. Hype Conquest on the other hand, he has some speed in his legs. Marks gets stopped just before the line. And there, Mark Gusto catches that one and gets in for 2-1. Ripple Stick passes. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. 21 yards. Kennedy, nice run. Frost Lodge here managed to avoid 1 tackle and gets 20 yards on that run. Ripple Stick, what can he do? Passes to Testosterone Mahoney, who only get 8 yards. But that Kennedy gets another 4 yards, and that's enough for a first down. Frost Lodge gets stopped after 1 yard. Ripple Stick looking for pass. There was a pancake straight ahead, and that's a touchdown. The Lightning have equalized. And Gusto could have just fallen over and getting a first down, but he steps back instead. But Strangulate managed to catch it for a first down anyway. And there's a nice pass to Gusto. Can Frost Lodge tackle? Yes, he can. But it's still 33 yards. Yo. Oh, nice evasion there, but only gets 7 yards anyway. Conquest runs away from everybody and gets 9 yards for the first down. Marks. Evasive, and a touchdown. And it's basically a score on each. Ripple Stick. Just 4 yards. Where are the defense? Kennedy to Frost Lodge, who gets the first down, and it's actually running away from Vapor, who gets pancaked there from behind, leaving Kennedy for probably a couple of more yards. Rotation drops the pass, and that is overthrown. Kennedy can't get anywhere, and the Guardians take back the ball. Yo. Oh, he running. Oh, what a run. He ran into everybody, managed to avoid them and gets first down. Marks doesn't get anywhere. Here's Yo again. Can he do the same? No, he gets sacked this time. He tried to throw it. Ripple Stick runs the ball for 0 yards, and then Vapor sacks the ball carrier there. I think it was Kennedy. Frost Loop doesn't get anywhere. Try to run it, and Yo managed to get through. Nice, and there's a pancake there from behind. There is Ronette Meteor is injured by Testosterone Mahoney. And there is Merc Gusto, catches that one for 23-yard touchdown for the Iron Forge. Ripple Stick passes, that's deflected by Gusto. Kennedy trying to run it. Frost Lodge is sacked by Vapor. And the Guardians have taken it back. And Gusto gets a 32-yard catch. Conquest avoids everybody and gets a touchdown for 10 yards. Ripple Stick threw it to, I think it was Mahoney. Frost Lodge, he gets stopped, but he managed to get a first down. Ripple Stick passes. was deflected by Yo. Kennedy smashes through but only gets 4 yards. Here's Frost Lodge. He can't reach it either, and the Iron Forge have the ball back. Conquest, he gets stopped at 3-yard marks. What should she do? Only 2 yards, and Lightning take the ball back, but there's only 20 plays left. I think that the Guardians have this, and we can speed the game up finally. The game we could speed up. Frost Lodge passes to rotation. We'll see, maybe they get a point here just because of that. Oh, Mahoney gets down to the 17-yard line. Kennedy trying to squirm through, but can't. But there, oh, it's almost. Rimplestick gets a... That's deflected in the end zone. That's a bad throw. That's a touchdown. Oh, come on. Get it down one. Yo, managed to get nowhere, but Hive Conduct gets the first down. Marks managed to break some tackles. I think 2 players on the opposing team ran into each other. Oh, there's an interception. It's Rabid Cuddles who managed to intercept. The Minty Rotation actually catches the ball this time. I think that was the first catch of... Oh, it was 4 catches. Okay. I just missed it. Frost Lodge gets bumped into the middle and stopped. There is Minty Rotation again, catches the ball. Kennedy running, but only 2 plays left. That's sacked by Strangulate. Rimplestick, last play. Oh, deflected. And the Dark City Lightning lose against the Iron Forge University. Pretty much expected. Player of the game is Strike Vapor with 2 injuries and 2 sacks, 62 fan points. And Rabid Cuddles get the honor for the Lightning with 47 fan points. Next game up is the Sharks against the Legends. The Sharks actually is undefeated. 2 wins and 2 losses. No, 2 ties. And they have the best pass defense in the league. Alright. And the Legends, well, they are an average team. Let's see, the Sharks. They have Vincent Rimshot and this guy. Yep, that guy. Sure, yep. And they have a Glib sponsorship, who's a really good blocker lineman. And Marky Mark. Not that good, but I actually think just like to say Marky Mark. I don't know why they have such a good pass defense. They really don't have any good cover player. He's decent, but... And then we have the Legends. Chris Instance is a good player. Other than that, Randolph Taliban has a decent blocker. Well, let's see. Hey, it's raining. Alright. Hey. There's going to be a lot of fumbles. Probably. We'll see. Just because I said that, there's going to be nothing. There is Instance. Managed to get through for the Legends and for a 15-yard run. Here is Actual doing the same. Personality, he just follows up with a 7-yard. Instance. The Legends are moving the ball very well here. Actual. Ooh, nice blockage there. That frees up him there. Kathy Glowpad is injured by Glib sponsorship. Oh, there's an interception. Rimshot intercepts the ball for the Sharks. Rimshot now passes. Oh, Personality is injured by Glib sponsorship, who has decided to try and injure the whole team of the Legends. Chris Instance gets nothing. Actual gets 4 yards. Bloodshot gets stopped, and the Sharks have taken over once again. Rimshot, I don't know what he was doing there. He was bouncing around like a flipper ball. Shoot passes to whoever that was, but it's enough for a first down. This guy gets 6 yards. Rimshot gets sacked by Tablet. Shoot gets stopped, and the Legends have taken over the ball again, but Glib is there to stop the run attempt. Erica Bloodshot, can she do it? No, she's sacked by sponsorship. And Rimshot runs the ball for the Sharks. Shoot tries to run it, gets nothing. There's the first down. This guy threw the ball. Was it to Marky Mark? Yes. There's a Chris Instance with a season-ending injury. What the? This is the 3rd season-ending injury in the, like, 2 games. Wow. There's a lot of injuries. Actual managed to get 14 yards. If this continues, there are not going to be any players left in any team. Actual gets 3 yards, but it's not enough, and the Sharks take over again. They're still 0-0. Shoot passes 2 strong ways. We managed to get 14 yards on that pass. This guy looking for the pass, but he gets sacked instead by Gutbust. Vincent swerving, and oh, there's a lot of nice. Oh, there was another nice pancake there. We managed to get him a couple extra yards, and there's a nice pass to Waze, who scores for the Sharks. But that's the first down for Actual. Here is Prospect. Managed to run for a first down. That's deflected by Marky Mark. Actual passes, but Gutbust can't hold on to the ball. Sacked by Taliban. Shoot, looking for pass, who actually finds rim shot on the edge there. He gets 19 yards. His strong waist managed to get... No, but he fumbles it. Gutbust picks it up. Glibronship sacks the ball carrier. And that's this guy intercepts the ball. That's pass to push up, but it's not enough. Rimshot managed to get through. Get 18 yards on that run. Shoot is trying to do the same, but only gets 7. This guy, can he pass it? Yes, he does, to Marky Mark, who gets 22 yards. And it's halftime. The Sharks are in the lead with 1 point. Ooh, just stopped just before the end zone, but there is a touchdown. 2-0 for the Sharks. The Legends are having trouble here. Really, they have nothing to come up with against the defense of the Sharks, who once again take over the ball. Marky Mark gets a 7-yard pass. Shoot is stopped. 3rd and down, sack. This guy gets stopped. And the Legends have the ball again, trying to get anything but Bloodshot gets sacked. Sponsorship. There is Wacom Tablet injured by Strong by Malcontent. That's a brutal player. This guy is trying to do something, but only again. Randolph Taliban is injured by Malcontent. Oh, right. So there's a lot of injuries going on here. And there's with a Gutbust injured by Slip Sponsorship. Isn't that his 3rd injury of this game? Wow. Rimshot. Passes to Marky Mark, who gets 20 yards, and the Sharks are on the move again. That's deflected by Prospect. This guy managed to get through and almost gets a first down. But Marky Mark gets it anyway after that pass for 8 yards. Shoot passes to Marky Mark, who gets in for a 10-yard touchdown. It's 3-0 for the Sharks. 26 plays left. I think that we have... that the Sharks have this in the bag. We're going to speed it up now because only 23 plays left and the Sharks are on the move. And Manti Shoot managed to avoid a lot of people and gets 37 yards, 34 yards. And they're down to the 7-yard line. Or to throw that ball out. Shoot passes. No. Actual deflects the pass. And it's the Legends, so we're going to try and do anything here at the end, but they can't. Everything is deflected. Rimshot passes 2 strong ways. Can he break that tackle? Yes, he can, and it's in for a 4-0 to the Sharks. Want to take their 3rd win here. After basically injuring more than half the team for the Legends. Strong ways passes the ball for 14 yards. This guy, 2 strong ways, who's in for 5-0. Actual gets stopped. There, Angel Poise managed to get their sponsorship with another sack. Here is Angel. Angel Poise doesn't get near enough. And it's Sharks again. Strong ways avoids the tackle and gets 44 yards. Shoot. First down. They are very close here. That's a sack for Macros. Rim shot. No, Peace Goat drops the ball. But the Sharks win it easily by 5. There. And I think Glib is gonna get player of the week here. 125 fan points, 88 on defense, 4 injuries, 3 sacks, 63 pancakes. Wow, he was really up to it in this game. Rolf Taliban gets it for the Legends, but only 41 fan points. Well, I managed to make my first mistake. For some reason, they didn't want to start recording when I did this game. But it's 5-2 for the Fright Nights against the Music. You can look at it. There wasn't much going on. Fright Night won their first game. I don't know why they didn't want to start recording. And now I can't show you anything that happened. I sat here talking, and nothing. I don't know. So we're gonna just continue with week 6. Sorry about that. Well, thanks for watching the other 11 games, and hope to see you next week.